week ago. And I am at my absolute... I am beyond anger. I have transcended the human form. My mind is elsewhere. My body is vacant. My brain is empty. And my will to live has never been at an all-time low like this. Do them. Who knows? We'll see.
Not good.
I don't want to sound like that guy. Who knows? I was already kind of annoyed because I ran out of time to do all the Nostalgia Week things that I wanted to do. I had a big plan to do a bunch of games. I might still do them. Who knows? Video out every single day the last week of the year. It was going to be a full game every single day. I had great plans for cool games to do. I mean, the black screen of death, because they don't do the blue ones anymore. And it just said something like Windows error file, something's not working, and it was trying to reboot, and it wasn't, and it was just stuck on that screen. When OBS wouldn't update, it said that a Windows file didn't work. I did a command prompt scan of the system. It said a Windows file was corrupt. I tried fixing that. It didn't work with the built-in fixer because it said it couldn't connect to the internet, even though I was connecting to the internet just fine. I went through all these steps. I rebooted the system. I said, you know what? That's fine. I'll restart the entire PC and we'll be okay. Everything seemed to work. OBS was open. We were all good. I started recording a game on the PS5 for Nostalgia Week. It was going great. 2.5 hours into this recording, everything crashes. My entire system freezes, crashes, and goes down. And I thought, good God, I've lost everything. Booted it back up, everything's fine. OBS video was still there. We're all good. I filmed an MKV to avoid this. The video will never get corrupted. It's fine.
I do that, but I can't use the recording in OBS. It usually just puts in the audio for some reason.
The footage was there. Turns out my microphone had stopped recording a couple of times during
Vegas, not OBS.
I have camera audio. It won't sound as good, but at least it's there. At least we salvaged it. Turns out the video didn't really work. All of the footage was all glitchy and pixelated and corrupt. Factory settings. I don't care. Like, I'm going to reset the entire thing. I'm going to set it back to factory settings. I don't care. It means, like, was broken. I tried doing that. That wouldn't work. It said Windows.efi or something was broken. I don't know what that is. Speak to me! Like, you keep showing me these screens saying something's wrong. Why do I have to Google it? Why can't you just tell me what that means?
That's a great point. Should eventually be structured better to be more intuitive.
Or please give me a vague ballpark. Being like, hey bro, your shit's
It's a good idea.
Technically that is what it says. So I went about my merry ways. I tried to reset it. Turns out that didn't work either. I was like, I'll fresh install Windows off the thing that came with the PC. Didn't work. I turned on the PC again. Suddenly it worked. Suddenly all the Windows updates downloaded. My Dropbox opened. My pores were healed. My fucking crops were growing. NVIDIA drivers downloaded. Everything was hunky-dory daisies. And I was like, hey, I'm not gonna... I went all Robert De Niro and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna question, you know? I'm just gonna let it happen. Started recording another game for Nostalgia Week. I thought, you know what? I'll let the other one go. It's fine. We evolve, we adapt, we overcome, and we move on. And then I recorded the other one yesterday. I recorded 2.5 hours of that. Great. The footage was great. It was perfect. It was lovely. It worked really well. I was very happy with it. I sent it over to Trey. Trey edited it down. He was ready for part 2. Excellent. Until just today, sat down to record part 2, turned on everything. And I even, I record straight to my camera on the SD card. I record my voice files separately. I record OBS separately. Just to try and avoid this stuff. So if something crashes, I don't lose everything.
Makes sense.
And then I was going along, turned on OBS, record, audition, my voice was going, and camera was going, everything was swell. And then I got into the game, I synced up the footage and everything, and I was like, okay, let's go. I was in the fucking zone. My jokes were amazing. I had great energy to go, and I was really happy with it. Looked up after 52 minutes, OBS had stopped recording at some point. You know what that point was? As the game opened, and I didn't notice. If I'd noticed earlier, I could have solved this problem, but I didn't notice, so I lost an hour of footage. lost an hour of commentary, lost an hour of gameplay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's wrong with my PC. I don't know why any of this is happening to me. I don't know why I'm having the bad. It's Christmas. It's supposed to be good. So I don't know what to do. It's one of those things that unless you're a YouTuber and you've put the effort into doing something like this or any sort of presentation, you get up the energy, you get in the zone, you get your head around it. It's not, despite what people think, it's not just turning on the camera and like hitting go and then you just sit there and you're like, hey, cool, I'm playing a game now. I mean, it's still easy to do, but it's not as easy as a lot of people think. What am I, a Twitch streamer?
Yeah, really though.
I put in so much energy and effort into that, and then it's gone, and then it's like, how do I regain that when the will to live has left my body? You know? How do I get this energy back? How do I summon this again? How do I go about it without being so angry that I want to punch a hole through the wall? I'd probably break my hand in the process, but the pain of that would be less than the pain I felt losing all this fucking footage.
I've done that. I wouldn't recommend it. Bad idea. Really bad idea. A lot of the times with a computer, one problem can cause a bunch of problems. My first two PCs gave me endless errors, freezing, blue screens, all kinds of shit.
I was so excited. I was even annoyed because I didn't have enough time to do all this.
And I had to use them for years with those issues. I'm not downplaying, I'm comparing. I know the feeling.
The games I wanted, but I was like, I can at least get 2 done.
But don't self-destruct. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Maybe 3 if I really push myself, but I wanted to take time off over Christmas as well. What do we do?
It's just not worth it.
That I haven't uploaded in ages since Dispatch came out. I got so busy. I was incredibly sick during that period of time. I even said it in the Dispatch videos that my voice was going. I got sick all of October and like 2 weeks into November. I was just, whatever's going around, I was riddled with it. I had to get antibiotics, I had to get steroids to get my breathing back to normal because my chest was fucked. I had this thing in my throat that it feels like my throat is closing up all the time and it just hurts to speak normally around the house. So I didn't know what was going on there. So I was like, can I even report anymore? I went to the hospital about it. I got checked out. I got an x-ray. I did like the thing up my nose, the camera, to check out my vocal cords. They were fine apparently. I did a barium swallow, where you swallow like a fucking metal thing. Not actual metal, like a drinky metal. And then you get an x-ray as it's going down to see if anything's a problem. And they were like, we don't see anything. Everything seems fine. And I'm like, then what's the problem? What's wrong with me? So I was taking time off to kind of like rest
That's fair.
my voice, and it hasn't really gotten better. So I have to go back at some point to get that figured out. And then other stuff was happening, and great executive producing a movie with a friend of mine. It's amazing. I'm really happy about that. It's called Reupload. You should check it out. They just wrapped filming recently. I'm very excited about it. I think we made something really cool. But I was busy with that, and I went to LA, and I was on set for the movie, and then I went to the Game Awards and stuff, and then I came back, and I was like, shit, I don't have the time to do the things I wanted to do, and I really feel bad, because I haven't uploaded, and the guilt is consuming me, and it's consuming me, and it's consuming me, and it's all consuming, and it's consuming me, and it's stressing me out, and it's stressing me out, and I don't know what to do.
That's wild.
From a pot that none of you want to touch, and nobody admits anything that they've done! You ever watch the female rage compilations on TikTok? They're pretty cool. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. I don't even know if I'm going to get anything done. A part of me wants to be like, fuck you, and I'll see you next year. But I do feel really bad that I haven't
Understandable.
done anything in a while. Well, I have been doing stuff, I promise. I'm a big busy man. I'm Mr. Business. But it's hard. But it's like everything's there, everything's working, everything's fine, except the thing recording to show it to everybody. It's It's like Schrodinger's Let's Play. Did I record it? Didn't I record it? You'll never know. So part of me is like, should I just upload that part of a video that I did anyway? I mean, I'll leave it up to you.
What I did to get my PC running good was just go through every settings and optimize it the best you can. And there's like quality of life things you can do for your computer as well. If you just dedicate like a temporary amount of time to doing that, you can make your PC run a lot better. BIOS settings, Windows settings, NVIDIA control panel settings. Making sure every one of your drivers for all of your devices are up to date. For me, I had a micro stutter in all my games. I had to turn off resizable bar. Did that when I optimized BIOS settings. These things can be quite frustrating. I would use a combo. I would definitely use a combo of AI and Google to help when making decisions, changing things you don't understand. You want to make sure you do have an understanding, but you do want to be concise.
To you guys, I might just do it so you guys can see what I did and at least have something to watch. I don't know if I'll get the rest of it done. A part of me was like, maybe I should just do that and do like the starts of some of these games. I don't know. I leave it up to you guys. I'll put it into your hands. This is me giving my energy over to you to let you know what's happening. To be a bridge, a communication. That's key. I'll give it over to you. You guys can dictate what happens next. This is like Until Dawn or The Quarry or Dispatch, you know? It's a choice-based YouTube channel now. You just get to pick what I do next because I am at my fucking end. This would be so bad if I was recording something that's like 20 minutes long or an hour long. But no, I'd go for the big single game in one video thing. Oh, Let's Plays on YouTube might be dead. What do we do next? I don't know. Put on our fucking clown makeup and our...
Let's play definitely not. Yeah, that's kind of a bittersweet video, I'd say. But to a certain extent, like, I can understand. I think it would be a great idea to make computer troubleshooting in general more intuitive with how many people are, like, looking to get into computers nowadays and stuff, right? So it does make sense to make it more accessible. It does. And it's understandable frustration with it. But, like, not everything about computers is going to be intuitive, right? That's just kind of how it is. Because of how interconnected all the different mechanisms going on are, both software and hardware. Like, it would be very difficult to have it be all intuitive. It'd be very difficult. I feel like with a lot of people troubleshooting their computer, whenever they're presented with an issue that's not intuitive in its, you know, inherently, they're just kind of like, no, I have to read, no, it's horrible, no, I can't read. This shit's so funny.
Read, nigga, read!
This is the outro. I'm not gonna get too crazy. I'm not gonna get too generic. I'm just gonna take it for what it is. You know, you can subscribe if you want to. My name means to conquer, I guess. That's cool. You know, that's something. Maybe help us get to be the most subscribed Vince on YouTube. That'd be fucking cool. here's my socials if you're interested. Yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.